Good morning, my students, and welcome to your English class. Today, my children, we are going to start with a new topic which is very interesting, okay? But before we start with this, we're going to have also a review of the previous topics, including the verb to be, the objects of communications, and questions with yes, it is, no, it isn't. So let's start. Now, the first topic that we're going to review is the verb to be. Now remember, the verb to be in Spanish means ser o estar. And it talks about our physique, if we are thin, if we are fat, also to talk about emotions. If a person is happy, like the teacher, or if a person is sad, or angry, okay? It's also to talk about emotions. Also, the verb to be, it's very important because we can talk about professions or jobs. For example, if we are teachers, if we are doctors, if we are policemen, or if we are firemen, or if we are nurses, okay? And also, to create sentences, para crear oraciones, with the verb to be, we need pronouns. And what are pronouns? Do you remember? Remember, pronouns are words that we use instead of saying the full name of a person. En lugar de decir un nombre completo, we are going to use pronouns, okay? Now, let's review the pronouns. The first pronoun is I. Instead of saying yo, teacher, I am going to say I. We continue with you. Remember, you, it's for boy or for girl. You. Let's continue with he. He, remember, it's only for boys. Then we have she. She is for girls. Then we have it. Now, it's for objects or animals. Then we have we, nosotros. Remember, we, including the teacher. Then we have they. They is you, it's a group of people, but not the teacher. The teacher is not included in they, okay? Very good. Now, we're going to practice the verb to be. In this case, let's use postman. Do you remember what is a postman? Is the person that delivers the letters. La persona que entrega cartas. That is the postman, okay? Now, we're going to practice it with the verb to be. I am going to say it first, and then you are going to repeat it, okay? Let's start. I am a postman. Yo soy un cartero. You are a postman. Tú eres un cartero. He is a postman. Él es un cartero. She is a postman. Ella es una cartera. It is a postman. Eso es un cartero. We are postman. Somos carteros. They are postman. Ellos son carteros. Okay? Very good. Excellent, my children. Let's continue with objects of communication. Remember, an object of communication is something that gives us information about what is happening in the world. Un medio de comunicación nos transmite lo que sucede alrededor del mundo. It can be news, pueden ser noticias, it can be movies, películas, or it can be a show, a program, or cartoons. Pueden ser programas de televisión o caricaturas, okay? The most common are newspaper, un periódico, television, radio, movies, fax, telephone, a computer, okay, and magazines, okay? A magazine is, in Spanish, they call it revista, okay? Very good. Now let's continue with questions with yes, it is, no, it isn't. Now remember, when a teacher or when a person says a question or asks a question, cuando nos hacen una pregunta, and that question y esa pregunta es verdadera, we are going to say, yes, it is. But when it's not true, cuando no es verdadera okay, or it's false or it's falsa, we are going to say no, it isn't. For example, right here again we have a bear. This is an animal called bear. Now the color of the bear, is it green? No, it isn't. Is it brown? Yes, it is. Okay? Now, this object right here, which is a book, let's talk about the color. The color of this book, is it yellow? No, it isn't. Is it purple? Yes, it is. Okay? Very good. It's very important that you continue practicing, you continue with your reviews and remembering all of these topics. Okay? Very good. And like I mentioned it before, my students, today we are going to continue with a new topic. Okay? So sit down well, let's concentrate and let's pay attention. Vamos a poner atención. Today we are going to talk about the calendar. Vamos a hablar sobre un calendario. But first of all, teacher, what is calendar? ¿Qué es un calendario, teacher? Okay, a calendar is an object in which we are going to see important dates that are happening in a year. Un calendario es un objeto el cual nos indica las fechas más importantes que suceden en el año. Okay? And what type of special dates? ¿Qué tipo de fechas especiales? For example, our birthday, nuestro cumpleaños. When is our birthday is going to appear in a calendar, la fecha de nuestro cumpleaños. Or for example, the Day of the Dead, el Día de los Muertos. Or Christmas, Navidad. Or the Children's Day, el Día del Niño. Or Valentine's Day. O el día de San Valentín, or also vacations, okay, las vacaciones. All of those important dates, todas esas fechas importantes are going to be in a calendar, van a estar indicadas en un calendario. And the calendar is divided, está dividido in several parts, en varias partes, okay? We start with months of the year, vamos a comenzar con los meses del año, then in one month, en un mes, se va a dividir days of the week, días de la semana, and also in a calendar, en un calendario, we are going to look for seasons of the year. También las estaciones del año van a aparecer en un calendario. Seasons of the year, for example, spring, primavera, autumn, otoño, summer, verano, winter, invierno. All of those characteristics, todas esas fechas, estaciones del año, esas características, they are going to be in a calendar. Van a estar impresas en un calendario, okay? Very good. So, the first part that we're going to see, la primer parte que vamos a ver about the calendar, acerca del calendario, is days of the week. Van a ser los días de la semana, okay? Now, for this activity, my children, first of all, primero que nada, we're going to see it English and Spanish, okay? We're going to say it English and Spanish. Now, it's very important, again, that you pay attention, because next class, the teacher will say only in Spanish, and you are going to say it in English. Es muy importante, chicos, que pongan atención, porque la próxima clase vamos a hacer una dinámica en donde yo diré en español el día de la semana y ustedes me lo tendrán que decir en inglés, okay? So it's very important. Now, days of the week. Let's start. The first day of the week is called Sunday. And Sunday, it's a very important and a very happy day because that's the day that we rest. Es un día donde descansamos. Sunday, domingo. Then we start with days of work. Empezamos con días de trabajo. Monday, lunes. Tuesday, martes. Wednesday, miércoles. Thursday, jueves. Friday, viernes. And we start with the weekend. Comenzamos con fin de semana. semana. Saturday, sábado. And we start all over again y empezamos desde el inicio with Sunday, domingo. Okay? Now let's practice it together. I am going to start. Please repeat after me. Sunday, domingo. Monday, lunes. Tuesday, martes. Wednesday, miércoles. Thursday, jueves. Friday, viernes. Saturday, sábado. And we start with Sunday, domingo. Okay? Very good, my children. Okay? Now, like I mentioned before, the days of the week is the first part of the calendar that we're going to start working. So it's very important that you start with the remembering and you start practicing the days of the week. Okay? Tomorrow, we're going to continue, remember, with the activity that I told you. So that's it for today, my children. I hope that you have an excellent day. Take care, and as always, don't forget that your teacher loves you very much. Goodbye.